It's Saturday. Quiz night down at pub. Me and Doofus's wrote all answers down. So we're going to get our all answers right because we wrote them all down. There we are, a little bit of sky in there. Get a bit of cerulean blue. Just whack that in. It's only pale. I think I have to mess about too much. That'll do for that. That'll do. Sound. Right, now then. Right, tell me what I could do. Just, where's it go? Oh, I've got some. I want some Chinese white to mix a really pale green in this corner. I've got a bit in this one. Let's get a bit of Chinese white. Mix a nice pale green in here. A little bit of green. Bom 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 bom. I will get this green. Oh, that's, I think we're nearly there. Oh, in fact, let me get my spiky brush. Let's get this spiky brush. Do it with that. Right. Need to wet. It's just in here. There's like a pale green in there. Just on there, and I want to get that and just keep it. I might end up going over that in a bit. Probably will. Right, let's get some other greens. What else we got? So, got some nice bright light greens in here. Put some of them in there. Some right up here like this. There's a really yellowy green on about there, and then there's a darker green coming in front of it. What else we got? Another yellowy green about there, and then some darker greens coming in on there. We've got down here quite a few of these yellowy greens in here. I think I'm going to bulk all this in with yellowy greens. Right, I think I'm going to need to, I don't want that to smudge up there, so I need to let it a little dry. I don't think I'd be drying this early on. Right, so yeah, let's take this just up here like this. That's just a sort of mass of trees in there. In fact, I think this one. You know what? I think that'll do me for now. Right, let's get some darker bits of these greens in now. So, in here, this darker one about there. That's a nice colour. One about there that's a bit darker. Oh, in here there's a darker one there, like that. That's going in there, like that. It's getting all these different colours of greens in there everywhere. In here it's quite a yellowy green in here, and the edges are here. There's all sorts. It's really yellow down this bit. There's some rocks and stuff around there. That's really, really yellow. Then up in here there's some trees and stuff in there. So bushes and that. Right, so what we got now? There's trees in there. Tell you what, I'm going to pop in now and let that dry a bit. I'll pop in now this mountain in here. So I think I'll use a small brush just to do that. Blend it in. Right, so this is going in blues. Let's get some cerulean blue. going to wet my paper first. Put a bit of water in there, that'll do. So, cerulean blue. It's had a Payne's grey in there and all. See, it's got to keep this paint moving so it don't dry. Keep it moving. That's it, and that can fade into all this stuff at the bottom here. Job's a good one. That should be signed at that. Right, so that's that in. Let's pop a few little bits of texture and stuff in there and all of that. That's it. That'll do. That'll look nice when that's dried. So that's that done. Right, let me see now. What do I want now? It's all browns and greens in here. I'll pop some of that in. Yeah, let's start popping some of this in then, around these edges here. So there's in fact that's a really yellowish, greenish colour coming up off here, off there like that. Same here. Probably goes all the way up there, I think. Something like that. And that sort of seems to go all the way across there. Then we've got this side, this sort of a bit coming over there, something like that, and across there and all, and then it goes into rocks, something like that. There's some bits, just borrow a bit of that in there, bits of green coming over the top of them rocks. Yeah, that's what curls over there like that. So some green coming in there. Over that one. There's a lot of green stuff mixed in, you see. Right, there's green coming over there. And then in here, there's loads of just green scattered about in there. So I'll just scatter it in about like that. And same on this side, there seems to be green. Just scattering in. It's just, I think it's just moss and stuff growing on these rocks. I think that's what it is. Right, so now, the stone colour, it's all this blue and grey. So, it's on this brush. Give this brush a wash. Cerulean blue, and Payne's grey for these stony colours. I like stick them in with my big brush just for speed. Try and get the right colour. Cerulean blue and Payne's grey. Might even at some point add a bit of Burnt Umber into it. Come into there like that. It's a bit quicker with this brush in it. There we are, into here. That's the edge of that rock there, into there. Yeah, probably into all these bits here. And this is all this stuff, what's all the rocks and stuff this is. Tell you what, let me get this little brush again and just tad in there, and there. I think what I'm going to do, go into your water, get a bit of misty looking stuff like that, send it a bit misty. There, something like that. I think I'll do same on this side. Yeah, pub quiz night tonight. Me and Doofus has rotated all answers down from last week, so we're going to get our answers right. Respect. We know what we're doing. We've not told Esmeralda and Donna Kebab what we've done. We're just going to they're just going to be dead impressed when they see how good we are. Right, so that's that. Right, I think now I can get some more Payne's Grey. So this is a Payne's Grey colour now with a tiny bit of this blue in it as well still. I'm just going to add some bits in into this stuff. Any bits that are a bit harsh, I'll come back in with some water and soften them in. Like some of these bits here look a bit harsh. Right. There. Tell you what I could do while I've got this colour on my brush. Let's just have a good practice at this. Just practicing on some spare paper. Let's try and get this water in. So there's a thing about there. Oh, that's perfect. Bit there. There's a bit in there. A little bit about there. And that's about it. That is literally about it for water. Yep, that'll do me. Right. Get back onto some greens, I think now. Where's my big brush? Right, so tell you what I could do with now. That pale green again. Where's my thing here? Let's mix this separate. So I want like a pale green with this designer's. Sorry, not design. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some Chinese white. Try and mix like a pale green. This green here is dead pale. It's a bit different to all the others. So I'm going to try and mix that colour up. Bit something to dull it. Bit of Bontumber to dull it a bit. That's it. Oh, it's coming now. I've got it. Perfect. I've got it. So that's in there like that. I think I can get that off now. Take that off there now. There we are, that's that bit perfect. So, right now, let's have a look. Right, let's come over this side again. So I think I might use that green for some low lights into some of this. So these are trees and things in here, look. Then down here it's all mosses and stuff. I'll go for a bit darker mucky green now, just to alter it, and have a bit in there on that one. That's it. There we are. And down here I'll just mix around a bit of all sorts on that one. Yeah, some more. I'll bring some into there again for these mosses. Same here, I think I'll pop a bit in for these mosses and things in between these rocks, because we're building all the layers up, you see. See what I'm doing? Right, so it's like a bright yellow bit in there, put a bit of texture on that, same with that one. There, right, what we got now? So there's this green tree here, that's going to want some low lights in it. There we are. There's one here. A few in that one. What we got here? This is just a bunch of, I can't remember if that's moss or trees, or build them into some little separate trees, I think. There we are. That's this area building up now. That's that and that. I think before I go into any other area, I think I'm going to build these low greens up now. So some more green and some Bontumber. Just get a really dark green now. A lot of Bontumber in it. That's lovely. And then just come in here and get some of these dark greens in here. We need some low lights to make the highlights stand out. So that's my low light colour in there. That's it. And then there's some in here, right up next to this one, especially down on this low bit. There's definitely some in there. Probably some rocks in there. Low lights on there. Bom, 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 bom. There. Build that bit up there. So that's starting to look a bit more like. There's definitely some bits and bobs in there, blending all this stuff in. You haven't got to be able to see every single separate tree, it's just all going to look alright by the time it's done. Right, this one here, there's definitely some low lights coming in, especially from this side. Little bits in there, bit in there, like that look. Boom, 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 that on there, some bits on there. There we are. What's that? Some bits on there. Right. Might switch to this brush now for some of these bits. Right, so now I'll go back to a light green again now. Nice light green. Right, let's try this. I think I'm going to go for pale green again. So if we get some green in there. Dee, 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 dee. That's nice. So in here there's some really pale greens, what I've noticed. Like that, just little trees like that. That's it. Oh wow. There's quite a few of them in there. There. Oh. Tell you what, this one's a pale one. That's it. And then this next one. Really pale one. Into white into that one. That one's pale. Yeah. Right, into these bits now is where it gets a bit darker. Some darker colours down here. Some of this stuff. And up here there's some darker greens. Just mixing loads and loads of greens together. Darkers in there. It's in there like that. Actually could do with probably, see if I can get this bit here. Dark bit around there, look, because that, to get the edge of that one. That's it. Nice. Yeah, keep going around here. Right, does sort of go darker now, so darker green now. Dee 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 dee. Yellow, blue, bit of Bont Umber. Mixing up darker greens now. Yeah, that looks quite nice. Yeah, it seems to come darker as we get in here now. All darker greens. In fact, it's darker than that, so I'm going to get more. Stick a bit more blue in that. Take that a bit darker. You know what, I'm going to stick some Payne's Grey in with that and all. There. Oh, that's perfect. That goes in there like that. This is pretty dark up here. Really, really dark greens. And these are the light sort of pine trees, what's in here, it looks on it. And then sort of comes out into some lighter greens then. That's better. Yeah, sort of comes into some lighter stuff up here. Don't really know why that goes a bit lighter there, it just seems to. Turn that off and maybe it's go a bit darker again in there. Well, some more dark bits in here. Right, now in here, let's get some dark mixed up. Got some really, really dark in here. Just in here, there's loads of really, really dark. If I come into there and get that edge there, it's sort of. I'll say it about like that. Right, there's loads of tree trunks in there, what you can see. Some are closer, some are further back. That's it. Oh, that's perfect. And then if I blend that back in with some lighter green, and I can come around and just do a bit of that. There we are. Oh, wow. That's looking cool. Then, where's that little brush gone? Where's that gone? Get some really dark greens again. A bit of blue in that. That's perfect. And then just, is this dry? I just want to put my hand on it. Just behind here, there's some of these pine trees in here, just in background. So they're sort of, I think they sort of disappear there a bit. I'll just pull the, I'll put my hand in my other bit now. And I can feel it's wet. I've put my hand in some wet paint. Not much I can do now. Just sort of, oh, it's alright, it's not smudgy out. Bring that in there. I'll take it through that bit and I'll just get tips on some of them pines. And it looks a bit, might be better when it's dry. Brown and get a dab. It's looking tiny bit harsh, so I'll get all a dab there. That's it. There. Yeah, I could, if I wanted to. No, I'll leave it, that looks alright. Right. Get some of them. Buy a couple of them. Same colour then. Darken some of that up a little bit in places. There we are, that's better. Right, now what we're doing now. Do I need some really dark bits popping in? Probably. Get some really dark greens and stuff and just blob a few bits in places. Especially in there. Quite a few bits in there like that. I'll probably say I can see some bits of tree trunks and stuff in there. What I'm going to do, get something in here and all that. Something in there like that. And then I'm going to dab it with that. Get some low lights into this tree here. And then I'm going to scratch it so it looks like a tree trunk in there. It's a big tree look. Oh, smart, isn't it? Yeah, there's lots of darks in here now. Down in here there's a lot of dark stuff in here. This is all the land and stuff. Down there it's not that dark. That's got to go right at the bottom. That could have some, a bit of yellow in there if it wants. There we are. Bits in there, that's looking a bit like it needs a bit of something. Same there. Right, think back to my little brush. Get some blue and Payne's grey again. In here, some rocks in here. These are just rocks. And then into there like that. Plenty of water brush and just bleed them in. Like that. A bit of yellow on my brush and soften them two colours into each other. That's it. That's good. There we go. Let's a bit more of that there. Just blend them into each other. Look. All blue. Good. There. Same here. That's dark there. This is dark. Just blending and softening. I do need these dark edges, and then if I can make any of that look like rock, then that's always a bonus. I could even scrape some bits in to get some rocky effects, if that'll work. Maybe it will, maybe it will. Yeah, that's nice. In there, a bit of a. No, it's not having it. Right, so still, that's not bad at that. Same again this side. Where are we black colour into there like that. Bit darker in there, that's it. Into there, it's very, very dark. And then soften back like that. Soften back in here, lovely jubbly. Soften down here into the mist. It's only mist. That's it. And then as we come back here, soften back into the greens and stuff. Oh. Yeah, that's looking good. Swap brushes. I'm just blending around now with some of these colours, some darker greens and some lighter greens and stuff. Same in here, soften some of this in. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some Burnt Umber into all this. Got a greenish colour, so I've added some red on to stop it going green, that's it. I'm just going to add some Burnt Umber bits in, that'll just whammy it up a little bit. A few Burnt Umber bits in. Right, what we're looking like, let me stand back in here, look. Yeah, it's not looking bad at that. I think we're nearly done. Put some clips on. I'll put these clips back on because they'll come off and I can't see what I'm doing. Put them back on. There. It's not looking bad at that. Let me stand back across the room. Yeah, I think I've got the sort of effect I'm looking for at that. So, pop Peter and Paul in. They're out looking for worms. Where shall I have them? Let's have where's my papers? I want to put them there just because my paper's dry and it means I can just get my hand in there. So there's Peter and Paul. B D Bertie D. Job's a good one. That sort of looks like a tricky one, but it's not as tricky as it looks. So, hey, go at that. You might get more luck than what you think. Right, City on Beach, in it.